Qualifying is over, and it is time to go racing in heat number 1. Up front, it'll be Edmund Jones and Michael Scruggs, then Doug McLaughlin and Andrew Thornton, Jim Johnson and Mikey Mixter rounding out heat number 1. Alright, they roll off for their 2 pace laps. Looks like neither Jim Johnson nor Mikey Mixter gridded. We knew Jim probably wasn't, but it looks like Mikey Mixter is not going to be in the race. So heat number 1 will be just these 4 cars. Edmund Jones, Michael Scruggs, Doug McLaughlin, and Andrew Thornton. Pace car will duck off this time by. Don't forget to cheer on your favorite driver in the comments. As the pace car gets ready to duck off, they will go green flag coming out of turn 4, led down by Edmund Jones. Coming out of turn 4, here they come. Green flag is in the air. Edmund Jones leads them down into turn 1. Scruggs on the high side. McLaughlin on the bottom trying to pick up some positions here. Gets a good run coming up off of turn 2. Trying to get up into turn 3. Slide job on Scruggs. A little bit of tapping. Everybody makes it through. And Andrew Thornton starting to sneak up there on the inside while Scruggs and McLaughlin were battling. He slips his way up to 3rd, now down to the bottom, trying to take 2nd place. As McLaughlin goes way high through 3 and 4 and lost a lot of ground. Now Andrew Thornton to 2nd place. He is trying to run down Edmund Jones. Five to go at the line, and now Andrew Thornton right to the back bumper of Edmund Jones, and now looking to the inside. Nothing yet. Now he's sliding up, going to try and get a run off turn 4, up high, can't get there yet. Andrew Thornton all over the back bumper of Edmund Jones though. And now drops to the inside. Andrew Thornton makes a move for the lead here. Can't quite complete the pass yet. He's going to send it down into turns 1 and 2 this time. Down the back straightaway into turn 3. Andrew Thornton has been a lot faster through the turns, but that outside line carries so much momentum coming off the turn that Edmund Jones continues to hold him off. Michael Scruggs in 3rd, now starting to close back in on him, but they get the white flag for heat number 1, and it is still Edmund Jones leading. Andrew Thornton 2nd, Scruggs is 3rd, Doug McLaughlin is 4th. Edmund Jones through 3 and 4, a little too wide. Andrew Thornton gets a run, but not enough at the end. It'll be Edmund Jones in heat number 1. Heat number 2 will be Greg Bruzeau and Jonathan Orapollo up front. Jim Cook and Eric Burkhalter on the 2nd row. Joseph Smith will start in 5th. Joseph Smith just won the 305 championship. Now out here to see if he can get a race win tonight. As they line up for heat number 2, Eric Burkhalter did not grid. Does not look like he will be in this race. Greg Brazeau on the inside. Jonathan Oropalo on the outside of the front row. Jim Cook on the inside and Joseph Smith on the outside of the second row. As the pace truck drops off on the back straightaway and they get ready to go. Green flag for heat number 2. Greg Brazeau easing out of turn 4, starts to get on the throttle. Green flag in the air, and Greg gets a good jump on this start. Caught Jonathan Oropalo napping just a little bit there. Jonathan, though, catches right back up into turn number 1. Through 3 and 4, they are still nose to tail. Here comes Jim Cook to the inside. And Joseph Smith now looking to the inside as they go through 1 and 2 again. Everybody spread out just a little bit that time through. Greg Brazeau continues to lead. Jonathan Oropalo just right there at the back bumper all the way around the track, though. Now Oropalo looking to the high side, trying to get around him, gets all the way up by the wall. Looks like he might have tapped it there and gave Jim Cook an opportunity. Jim Cook to the inside for second place. Jim Cook now firmly in second place, trying to charge up towards the front. Last time by, the fastest car, though, was the fourth place car of Joseph Smith. And Jim Cook and Jonathan Oropalo, they continue to battle for second and third place. And that is allowing Greg Brazeau to run away with it. Now Jim Cook gets a little bit of distance on Oropalo here as Joseph Smith closes back up to both of them. And Oropalo has a huge run to the high side coming off turn 2. Down through 3 and 4, Jim Cook holds his line, continues to hold Oropalo back. Not sure how much longer he can do that. And here comes Smith just lurking in the background. Oh, Oropalo runs hard down into 3 and 4. They're side by side leaning on each other as Oropalo now moves to second. Oropalo sliding up the track, has to get out of it a little bit to not run into Jim Cook. Loses a little bit of ground. As they come to the checker, Greg Brazeau wins. Who's it going to be at the line? It is Jim Cook at the line. Oropalo is third, and Joseph Smith is fourth. And now on to the warm-up. That one was a little bit close, and I am sure a sign of what is to come in this feature. 30-lap feature. These guys will be nose to tail and side by side all the way around. Andrew Thornton gets off pit road extremely well for that car, because that is not an easy pit road to get off of in that car. I am speaking from experience. All right. Great time to run to the snack bar and hit the share button while you're at it as these guys continue to practice, do their warm-up. All right, just less than a minute left in the warm-up here. Just enough time to hit that share button one more time. And don't forget to stick around. Right after this, we will have the Enduro. If you have not watched an Outlaw Enduro, you have not. This one's going to be something completely different, as they'll be doing the figure 8 with about a half dozen different cars and no jump. So there will be no jumping over each other. They will be hitting the crossover point head on. It should make for a very exciting event. All right, warm up coming to an end. Now it is the championship feature, the end of the season. All right, for the feature, Jim Cook and Andrew Thornton up front, Greg Bruzeau and Edmund Jones on the second row, Michael Scruggs and Jonathan Orapollo on the third row, Doug McLaughlin and Joseph Smith on the fourth row. Then you got Jim Johnson, Eric Burkhalter, and Mikey Mixter, none of who are actually starting the race. They just have been in the session, and that's why it is scoring them there, but those three will not be on track. Two warm-up laps around. Take a moment. Mention your favorite driver in the comments. Let's see who everybody is cheering for here tonight. All right, Pace Truck is about to dive off. Then we go to the 358 feature from the dirt track at Charlotte. Pace Truck is in. Jim Cook and Andrew Thornton going to lead him around. Green flag is in the air. Off into turn one they go, side by side, and a lot of guys drifting really high. I believe that's Orapollo way up to the high side, trying to find any advantage. We've seen Orapollo working the high side really well in practice. They are 3 wide coming off turn 4. 3 wide into 1 and 2. And a lot of sliding around. Oh, several cars get together. We've got one car up in the wall. That is Joseph Smith. Jim Cook still out front. Orapollo now up to third. What a power move by Orapollo after starting in 6th. Had made a power pass on the high side and took third in the first lap. Now let's see if he can get up here and win it. Andrew Thornton on the bottom trying to find a way around Jim Cook. Now Jim Cook out in front. We've got a 3-car battle for the lead, and a little further back, Doug McLaughlin, Michael Scruggs, and Edmund Jones all battling for position as well. Edmund Jones now back into 7th after getting caught up in that 3-wide incident on the front straightaway. Got pushed to the back with Joseph Smith trying to fight his way back up. Meanwhile, back up front, Orapollo, Thornton, and Cook all just battling side by side. Second position is changing every lap, and occasionally first place changes too. Now they've got Greg Bruzeau up in the pack. As they've been battling, it allowed him to catch up. Michael Scruggs not far behind. Neither is Doug McLaughlin or Edmund Jones or Joseph Smith. These guys could be up here in this lead battle any moment, as Orapollo now on the high side again, way up high, right out by the wall through the turns. Caution is out. First caution of the event. Looks like Edmund Jones and Doug McLaughlin get together. Edmund coming up, Doug coming down. They met in the middle. Right up front, it is still Jim Cook in the lead. Jonathan Orapollo in second. Andrew Thornton is third. Greg Bruzeau currently running in fourth. Michael Scruggs is in fifth. Joseph Smith in sixth. Doug McLaughlin seventh. Edmund Jones eighth. And each one of these drivers battling for points here tonight, as it is the end of the season. Points leader coming into tonight, Doug Tyre Norton, not in the race. Jim Cook in second, 10 points behind. Will him winning this race give him the championship? We'll have to wait and see. Jonathan Orapollo currently running in second. Came into tonight outside the top 10 in points. Will he get back up into the top 10? Greg Bruzeau outside the top 10 in points. A lot of these guys just trying to get as many points and as many positions as they can in this last chance to do it. Pace truck is in. Green flag is in the air again. Jim Cook gets a good start again, but now they're 3 wide underneath him as Orapollo sends it in there. Andrew Thornton is down there as well. Orapollo been making all of his passes to the high side. He drifts up, taps Jim Cook. They correct. Everybody keeps going, but now it is Orapollo to the lead. Jim Cook now drifting up, trying to stay out of Orapollo. Has to check up. Now it's Bruzeau to the high side. Still 3 wide all over the track. Bruzeau stuck in the middle between Jim Cook and Andrew Thornton. Meanwhile, up front, Jonathan Orapollo has cleared track and continues to run away as these three continue to battle. And don't forget Joseph Smith. He is right back in there. Michael Scruggs is there. Edmund Jones is trying to find his way back up to the front. He gets into Scruggs. Scruggs gets turned. Caution is out again. They just get together right there in the middle of 1 and 2. Bring the caution out for a second time. Both cars undamaged and continue going. This is not what Orapollo wanted to see. He is already having an amazing run here tonight. And now that he has worked his way up to the front, he is trying to run away. He was actually starting to build a little bit of a gap as Andrew Thornton, Jim Cook, and Greg Bruzeau were battling back behind him. This is going to bring a lot of cars back into contention. As they start to line back up. Jonathan Orapollo choosing to restart on the high side this time. Trying to get any advantage he can, and he has definitely been the absolute best up on that high line. He has gone all the way out by the wall to make a 3-wide pass, and he's making it work. Green flag back in the air. Can he continue to dominate here? Andrew Thornton is not going to let it happen. He is down to the inside trying to get a run. Orapollo on the high side loses first. Jim Cook now looking to the inside, but Orapollo carrying a ton of speed off turn 4, already back to the back bumper of the leader. Meanwhile, back behind him, it is a mess. Scruggs gets stuck on the bottom, loses a couple positions as McLaughlin makes his way forward. Joseph Smith making his way forward. Jim Cook getting together with Greg Bruzeau. Caution is out. And Andrew Thornton crashed as well. Andrew Thornton just grabs a little bit of the wall there. And let's see where this, you can see the two cars, and they disappeared just a little bit there. See if we can get a better shot of the original incident. There you see Jim Cook getting together with Greg Bruzeau. That is where everything kind of started, but obviously Andrew Thornton having some difficulties as well. He was sending it through there trying to get that top position and just got a little bit of the wall. Orapollo back to the lead. Joseph Smith in second. Doug McLaughlin to third. Jim Cook to fourth. Edmund Jones back up to fifth, trying to charge his way back to the front. Greg Bruzeau back to sixth. Scruggs is seventh, and Andrew Thornton now back in eighth. Lights are off on the pace car. They stack back up side by side. All 8 cars that started still out on track. Despite a couple of incidents, everybody is still in one piece and running correctly. But now, will Joseph Smith be able to stay with Jonathan Orapollo or even get a better restart? Green flag is back in the air. Orapollo gets on the gas hard down into turn 1. Joseph Smith on the bottom won the 305 championship just a little bit ago tonight. Now he is to the high side. Orapollo down to the bottom. Smith trying to get a win here tonight. Oh! Jim Cook gets hit by Doug McLaughlin. Caution is out. Jim Cook went for a ride here. McLaughlin just drifts up in the middle of 1 and 2, trying to carry some momentum, and Jim Cook gets sent. Lands on all 4 of those, sticks the landing, and will continue. Joseph Smith scored in the lead as the caution came out. Don't forget, right after this, we will have the Outlaw Enduro, and trust me, that is the funniest thing you are going to see tonight. Little something different. They're doing the figure 8 without the jump. They will have about a half dozen or so different types of cars on track as well. Jim Cook has gone to pit road for repairs. Jim Cook has left pit road. He will maintain the lead lap. So all 8 cars still on track, still on the lead lap. Lights go out on the pace car. Now Joseph Smith will control the restart. Looks like he has chosen to start on the high side this time. Jonathan Orapollo, when he's been on the outside, has been the dominant force. We'll see if Joseph Smith, now having the high side, can get away from him. If Orapollo gets back to the high side, can he get back around? Green flag is in the air. And it's worth mentioning, Andrew Thornton, Edmund Jones, both right back there in the battle as well. Little bit of a wild one so far here. It looks like Edmund Jones got the wall. And it looks like Edmund Jones bounced off the wall, came down and caught Michael Scruggs on that deal. That brought the caution out again. Jonathan Oropalo continues to lead. Edmund Jones has gone to pit road for repairs. We'll see if he can get back out in time to maintain the lead lap here. Joseph Smith now in second, McLaughlin in third, Greg Bruzeau in fourth, Andrew Thornton fifth, Jim Cook sixth, and Michael Scruggs seventh. Edmund Jones is in eighth. And he does maintain the lead lap here. Lights are out on the pace car. They'll line up side by side again. Pace truck dives off on the back straightaway. Coming out of turn 4, they will get the green flag. There it is, green flag back in the air. 12 laps to go, 11 at the line, and already a battler 4 wide off into turn 1. The 31 backs out of it wisely, and now they're going to go down into turn 3 and try it again. Oh, a little beating there, and it looks like Joseph Smith loses a ton of positions. As they go back through 1 and 2, though, it is still Oropalo up front, McLaughlin to second now, Andrew Thornton back in play in third. Greg Bruzeau right behind him in fourth, carrying some momentum. Jim Cook now back in contention here. And you never count Jim Cook out. He has recovered from worse situations to win. McLaughlin on the high side trying to take second place from Andrew Thornton, running down Jonathan Oropalo. Seven laps to go at the line. Oropalo has a little bit of a gap. Now Andrew Thornton and McLaughlin battling side by side, and here comes Greg Bruzeau. Jim Cook lurking right behind this pack, starting to close in. Michael Scruggs and Edmund Jones starting to recover a little bit as well. They could be back in contention before this thing is all said and done. As Oropalo gets that massive run on the high side, but here comes Andrew Thornton looking for the lead on the bottom. Coming down 4 laps to go, Bruzeau and McLaughlin back behind them side by side for third. Andrew Thornton on the bottom. And now you got McLaughlin on the bottom under Greg Bruzeau trying to carry some momentum. Bruzeau keeping him pinched down though, and McLaughlin sends it through turn 3 up to the high side. Bruzeau spun. Caution is out. And you see Bruzeau sent it in there and just got checked up a little bit. Jim Cook comes along and gives him a little love tap and sends him on around. And the battle for the lead between Jonathan Orapollo and Andrew Thornton, that has been a bit of a wild one. Orapollo so fast up high, right up by the wall, but Andrew Thornton making that bottom line work, carrying a little more momentum through on the bottom. Keeps getting even, but just cannot complete the pass yet. Just a few laps left in this one as the pace car drops off. Single file restart, less than 5 to go here. Green flag is back in the air. Orapollo has the advantage on a single file restart. And behind him, it is a melee trying to get up there, but Andrew Thornton still battling side by side. Now down to the inside. Can he get enough momentum? No, he cannot. 2 laps to go. Orapollo just carries so much speed up off the top. Can he continue to hold off the hard-charging 31 car? As they come down the back straightaway, Andrew Thornton down to the inside again. Orapollo all the way out by the wall. At the line, it was Orapollo by thousandths of a second. White flag. Andrew Thornton has a nose ahead coming out of turn 2. Can he make it work? Coming through turn 3. Has a run, slings it high, but it's not enough. Orapollo gets the win. Andrew Thornton comes home second. Doug McLaughlin third. Jim Cook is fourth. Greg Bruzeau is fifth. Joseph Smith, Michael Scruggs, and Edmund Jones rounding out the field. And now the Outlaws will help Jonathan Orapollo celebrate here. And here in a moment, we will see if we can get a hold of Jonathan Orapollo and talk to him. And there they go, helping Jonathan celebrate. Hey, Jonathan, this is Doug up in the booth. You got me?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, man, congratulations. That was a heck of a win.
It was in it. Damn key button's not working, but top line was in it. Top line stayed in the whole race, so pretty glad because bottom line's not the best in this track. I can't run it.
Well, Andrew Thornton was obviously making it work. That at the white flag, you had him by less than 0.02 of a second, but it was really close on that last couple laps.
Yeah, it was fun racing against them. I know early in the race he got taken out by caution, and glad to see he made it back up. Give me a run for my money.
All right, man. Well, heck of a win. Congratulations. That was a great drive all the way up by the wall the whole time.
Thank you, bud. Glad to be here.
All right, that was your winner, Jonathan Orapollo. And I'm going to look and see if we have the availability to talk to Andrew Thornton real quick. I did not see him earlier being available. Oh, but Doug McLaughlin, who finished third, has joined us. Congratulations, Doug. That was a bit of a wild one for you.
Yeah, Andrew did a really good job holding the bottom there. He got underneath me, and I could never get it back. And then, I don't know, yeah, did a crossover there at one point. I forget who it was with, maybe number 12. And, yeah, it was pretty good. It was fun.
Well, you guys definitely, every restart, that was about a 4-car battle up there with the 12, you, Andrew, and Jonathan. And you guys just swapping positions just about every lap.
Yeah, I think me and Andrew were running the earlier sprint one, too, up in the front. And he bested me there, too, so he's doing pretty good tonight.
Well, still a podium finish, a great way to round out the season, man. Congratulations.
Hey, yeah, thanks for broadcast. I got to take a look at this.
All right, man.
All right, talk to you later.
See you, dude. All right, that was our third place finisher, Doug McLaughlin, and a great third place. As you heard mentioned, it was a wild one out of him. So definitely an exciting finish there for all the drivers and for y'all the fans. Now stick around. We are going to get switched over. We are going to Irwindale for the figure 8 for the Enduro. If you have not seen an Outlaw Enduro, trust me, you do not want to miss this. This one is something a bit special tonight because normally they have the jump on the figure 8. Tonight the jump has been removed. They will be colliding center track, and they got 6 different car types. So we'll get to see what kind of car is the most dominant here. You heard Skylar Massey in the pre-race interview saying, hey, he is going to send it and going for maximum carnage. And if the missile, Tom the Missile land, if he makes it, well, the carnage will be quadrupled easily. Stick around. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with some Enduro excitement.